Hey y'all, it's your girl Monet, the big one, not the little one. But before this video even starts, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that post notification bell so you be notified every single time I post.
I can't get it too. It's not the right time. You say the timing is perfect.
You should already know what this video is about, because you can see the title. And yeah, it's finna get juicy in this smoke sesh today. You know, story time, smoke sesh. Them two go together. So with that being said, I'm really just finna give y'all tea about what happened that night. You know, that night, this happened some years ago, so I feel like you shouldn't be mad about it. But if you are, it's probably a reason why. I had a behind the scenes on Instagram. If you wasn't over there, then you missed the behind the scenes. It got juicy to the point where I smoked majority of the blunt. I don't know. But I know for a fact that we gonna get into the freaking video. For real. Okay. So, I'm gonna start with, we took my mama to the airport. And my mama told me not to get in trouble. And when you hear this story, the rest of the story, you're gonna know why she said not to get in trouble and what I do. Y'all gonna hear the story though. So you got my sister, Blow Pop, and Cinnamon Stick. And Cinnamon Stick. We gonna start here. If me and Blow Pop and my sister, we always just chilling. Like, we all literally was just chilling at the house type shit. And out of nowhere, somebody, they requested $1. And with that requesting $1 type stuff, I was just like, what are we playing on somebody's phone for? If y'all don't talk to each other like at all, what are you asking for $1 for? What you need $1 for? So I'm like, okay, you playing on my sister's phone. So like, this fight had nothing to do with me. I just like inserted myself into it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Dang, hold on, y'all, I got stuck. We're gonna proceed to when they asked for $1. So they asked for $1 or whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. What are you asking for $1 for? What you need $1 for? So after that happens or whatever, I'm like, okay, my sister texted her, or my sister Blow Pop texted her off my sister's phone type stuff. It was one or the other. But other than that, they ended up or whatever. I'm just like, called a group chat because like I'm not finna add her to the call because like who finna keep arguing in messages? Like, it's overrated. Just join the call. And we could be a civilized, like, grown people. We get in the call or whatever, and I'm basically like, why are you playing on my phone? And she like, I'm not playing on her phone. I said, that's your friend. That's your friend. Ain't that your friend? Your friend got my sister's number to be able to even play on her phone like that. Like, why does she feel comfortable enough to do that? I forgot to even light the blunt. Not to mention, Shorty was on a phone call, like, ranting about, I don't even remember. I was high, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. She was ranting about something. She was explaining herself in some type of way. I don't know. And she started screaming on the phone. And, like, I just told Shorty, like, I'm gonna beat you up. So me personally, like, I warned you. Like, I let you know that I was gonna do you in some. So you should be prepared. I am gonna tell y'all how it happened. Because at the end of the day, my plan was not to fight her. It just ended up happening. Shorty or whatever, after we got off the phone, remind you, Blow Pop stuck her head in after I said I was gonna beat her up, and the girl hung up. It's hard to do this with the names. We was in the car just chilling, driving, smoking and shit like that. And Blow Pop was in the car or whatever. And Blow Pop was like, yeah, we should pull up on her. And my sister was like, yeah, for real? Like, yeah, we can go to the park. Or we can meet her at the park and you can go get her and bring her to the park to fight. Right? But it was just gonna be us catching our ones. It was never like no jumping shit. It was just catching ones. I'm in a car. I'm not driving. So, I mean, it is what it is. If y'all want to go do that, we can do that. But if y'all don't, then, I mean, we just don't. I'm just like, okay, yeah, we can. So, boom. We end up going to the park or whatever. Yeah, I've been high. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is like a story to tell, though. But it's hard to tell because I'm high. Like I said, my sister dropped us off at the park. So remind you, it's only me and Blow Pop. It's just us two by ourselves. Remind you, the last thing my sister say is when she gets to the house or whatever, to the girl house, she said the girl didn't come outside. That was the last text we got. We done been at this park for like 40 minutes tops, like 40 minutes. So swung on the swings, we done slid down the slide. We done been on live like 3 or 4 or 6 times, like honestly. On the slide, on live, we talking about shit. I don't even want to fight no more. Like I want to just go get our McDonald's, our cookies, and our ice cream in our wood, and let's go back to the house. My cousin was on the live. My cousin was like, if y'all finna fight, we can pull up. And I'm just like, nah, it's not like, it's just gonna be like ones. It's nothing too special about it. So I'm like, nah, it's not that many people coming. It's just like her type shit. So boom, I ain't gonna say I set her up because I didn't set her up. I didn't know she was coming to the park. The last thing that was told to me and Blow Pop at the time was that the girl didn't get in the car. So I thought my sister came back to come get us. Right now I'm sitting on the bench waiting for my sister to come back because she said she wasn't coming outside. We was like, if she not gonna come outside, we just catch her in traffic. It was what it was. It come down time for me to read my Bible. I was just gonna read my Bible because I'm not finna fight. Like if I ain't finna fight nobody, I'm not finna, you know, I'm just finna read my Bible. Going on about my day. Right when it's time for me to read my Bible, right? The car pulls in, like pulls up on the street type shit. Coming down the street. I'm like, who car is there with them bright ass lights? And Blow Pop like, I think that's her car. And so we like, okay, we finna go get in the car so we gonna make it on. She drive past us. I'm confused. I'm like, if that's her, why she driving past us? And we supposed to be getting in the car to go to McDonald's. Something ain't looking right because they get to driving, and after we chased the car, when we pulled up, that's when the car was stuck between the 2 streets and like the stop sign and the curb. You know what I mean? They both was on the curb. They was stuck between, basically blocking the whole street. We run up to the car or whatever. I'm like, is that her license plate? And Blow Pop like, yeah, that's her license plate. Boom, the car get to moving again. Pull up in a driveway. Reverses back. And when they reverse back, me and Blow Pop, we standing in front of the car. You can't even drive this joint now. Like, you gotta stop. Because the lights in our face, we bend down, we look. We look like... I said, is that bitch? Blow Pop talking about some, yes, that's that bitch. Blow Pop, she go walk to go off on my sister about driving funny. Why you ain't tell us that this girl was even in the car? Did nobody even know that? Like, that's weird. That's what basically from her end. Because at the time we talked. So I know how she felt. Now we get to the point where I'm at the door or whatever. I'm like, open the door. Shorty playing, push the goddamn button, push the goddamn button. Basically pushing the lock button like real fast. I catch it to where, yeah, I open that jump. Blow Pop yelling at my sister, and I'm just looking at her like, what my sister getting yelled at for? Well, my sister getting yelled at or whatever, but I ain't say nothing. That's a relationship that ain't got shit to do with me. Why you do this, don't say this, don't say that? And I just looking at the girl. She calling her people. I don't care that you calling your people. I'm gonna let you do you. Because at first, I was just gonna tell the girl to get out the car. We was just gonna leave her right there because she lived around the corner. So, like, anybody could just come pick you up. I was going to do that. I'm like, now, you messing with me going to go eat. And I don't even want to fight no more. Like, you messing with my food now. So now, like, you pissing me off. So now I'm like, get out the car. He's like, no, I'm on the phone. It's cool you on the phone. Like, I ain't got no issue that she on the phone. Like, that's cool. You know what I mean? But get out the car. So I told her to get out the car again. She said, I'm on the phone. Cool, you on the phone, but like, get out the car. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, it's cool you on the phone, but like, get out the car so I can go get my McDonald's and shit. Like, you know what I mean? The third time is like up to her. You know what I mean? I gave her 3 strikes. First 2, you said you was on the phone. So I said it nicely to you. I just told you get out the car. You didn't listen. I takes off my slides. Because at the time I had my Yeezy slides on. So I took off my slides. I reached over her while she was on the phone talking and placed the phone where my sister was on the driver's side. I asked her again. I said, get out the car. She yelled at me, so I hit her in her face. And she ended up hanging up the phone on her people. I was beating the shit out of her while she was in the seat. I got off Shorty. At the time, I almost said her name. Blood Pop at the time. She ended up fighting Shorty too. Because she got her ones with her too. Because like, why you in my girl's car? She ended up catching her around with her, whatever. I grabbed her back. I said, hand me that bitch back again. And I whooped that whole ass. I got Shorty to the point where I was blacked out. So like, some of this stuff, like, I don't even remember. I remember I whooped her ass. And she was on the floor like this. That's most definitely some crazy shit. Blow Pop had to call my name. She said she called my name like 5 times before I realized. She told me to like, come on, hurry up and get in the car. I hurried up and jumped inside the car. After that or whatever, we basically get in the car, we driving. Blow Pop left her shit there. Like, left her jacket and she left her phone. Which the phone was an Android. So I was just like, leave the phone, like, fuck the phone, obviously. Because, you know, it's just Android. You can get you another way, you know? So she said, I left my phone. And my sister talking about, you want to go back and go get it? Tell me why my sister has the audacity to turn the fuck around. After I said, don't fucking go get that phone, she can go get her another one. What the fuck? We come to the stop sign, bro. The stop sign. The fucking stop sign. We see the motherfucking 2 cars right here. Like, this is the time you can just get away and won't nobody know that you did anything. You know what I mean? But we get to the motherfucking corner where the stop sign is. I tell my sister, fuck that phone, back the fuck up. At first, they was blocking the fucking street, so she wouldn't even been able to drive straight even if she wanted to. I said, bitch, back the fuck up, hit this bitch in reverse, and let's go. She talking about some. I don't know what the fuck she said, but I just seen the car start going straight. That bitch didn't go backwards. She didn't take my fucking advice. She went fucking straight. We come to the point where it's a car right here, and we're coming straight. My sister's transmission is fucked up. We pull up straight in front of the car. They like this part, and we like this coming down. Wait, the nigga get out the car. Why do my sister car stop dead smack in front of this nigga car? What the fuck? I'm like, all right. We stuck in front of him. So boom, the nigga's beating on the car with the gun. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So what I was finna do, we had a gun in the back. It was behind the passenger seat. So I normally know that the gun is behind the passenger seat. So I basically like going to go to grab it. Now it's self-defense. You walking up on us with a gun. You think that shit is sweet. Pointing the gun at folks, like, that shit ain't okay. So in my case, I was just gonna grab the gun and shoot your ass through the motherfucking windows. He couldn't see on the inside because the tent was dark. So he couldn't see who was inside the car, but he knew who was driving. The gun is not in the passenger seat. So now I'm just like, bro, go. Just go. It's like, I'm trying. I'm like, go. Eventually, the car ended up going. It took a minute. But it went. I'm talking about you trying to walk me down in front of you? Like, no. Like, that's so disrespectful. Like, no. I would rather you shoot me from a distance so then, like, yeah, I can make it to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? As we going or whatever, my sister slow. I don't know why, but she's slow in moments. I just don't know. She gonna try to go the way that we left, which is the way they just leaving to go to. I said, no, you dumbass, take the back road. So boom, we taking the back road or whatever, and we driving. My sister like swear a bit. I'm just like, get no matter, girl. If you wreck this hoe, at least we wrecked this hoe. You got away. She, with her slow ass, end up going the way of where I stay. I'm like, no, do not take nobody to my house. We ended up going to the hood. If you know where the hood is, then you know where the hood is. If you don't, you just don't. I went to like my little house at the time. My little whatever, we just chilling over there. We told him what happened or whatever, and he was just like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna say too much, all right? We at his house or whatever. We're gonna call him Thanos. Okay, so Thanos with some goggles. We're gonna call him that. Thanos with some goggles. He was kind of drunk, right? And he got in the car. It's a car right here, and this is his car, right? His car's parked like this. Tell me why this nigga T-bones and back into the car that's fucking right there, right? A lot is going on this night, bro. Like, how do you T-bone the fucking car? And he's talking about, you remind you got goggles on, nigga. How you T-bone the car? But it was funny. So, we laughing and shit because that shit funny as fuck. Like, it's funny to the bitch. That night, we ended up basically going home type shit. Smoking, chilling. Like, everybody just came to my house. Not everybody, but like my little my sister, and Blow Pop. Like, we was all in my house at the time. So, shit. It was what it was. I'm not gonna give y'all the rest of the story until y'all let me know if y'all want it, you know? Something else happened the next day, because remind y'all that happened at night. Something happened the next day when we woke up. A whole lot of. Another fight proceeded to happen, but that fight has the video. This fight doesn't have a video. This fight right here was not recorded, but it ended up happening. Really didn't want it to go that way, but it ended up going that way. I was just hungry and I wanted my food, like, and she didn't want to get out the car. All I'm gonna say is this, y'all. If y'all like this video, let me know in the comments, for sure. And I will consider to drop part 2 with the video, you know what I mean? Before we leave, you know, I need y'all to like and always comment and subscribe, you know, and join the family. And also hit that notification bell to always be notified every time I post. So, it's your girl Monet, and I'm out.
I'll take you farther than Mexico. Yeah. You still got niggas hard pressed to you though. I know you shorty and 10, but not the messy hoe. Yeah. You standing tall like that Star Spangled. I give you my all if you're ready.